Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of our podcast. Today, we're going to talk about challenges for novice teachers, and we're going to mention the 5 factors. Here we are, Juan Esteban, Laura, Nicole, and Sana.
Okay, I want to start with a situation that happened to me the last week. As you know, I have a new field named Samuel, and last Sunday I was trying to teach him some words of English. So Samuel had the habit of saying te amo to their parents. So as you think, my instinct of teacher saw an opportunity to teach him, and I taught him to say I love you. And he did like a perfectly pronunciation, and that was surprise because in contrast to his father Mario, my brother, that like 3 weeks ago, I was teaching him the correct pronunciation of good and cute, and he needed more tries, like 5 or 8. I think that could be the critical period, but I'm not sure of that.
Yes, I think it is very related to the age of him because he is a young child, so it's easier for him, and more that is over behind the critical period. So it's easier for him to imitate your accent and you to imitate your pronunciation. So I think that's why he did it perfectly, because he imitated you.
Yes, I consider it is like that example is perfect for the age factor of the factors we are taking on today. So I consider we could continue with the next one.
Well, so I am going to talk about the language differences. So I remember that I had a classmate in my school that she was very particular because she didn't want, and she had some problems with the traditional teaching methods. So she preferred to work alone instead that in group of more classmates. She was very shy. She didn't want to work with more people, just alone. So I thought sometimes she felt kind of frustrated. So I remember that one day my professor went to her and asked like what happened, that what she wanted to change about the class, about to support her. So they talked about it, and then the professor changed some things in the class. So because we need to understand that the students have different ways of learning. Some are more visual, more musical, more graphic, for readings and those things. So she was more visual. So the professor started to show us like videos, colorful charts, maps, and videos. So it is very important to recognize the individual situations, I think.
Definitely, I think it is very related to metacognitive and social and affective strategies. And I think that if she has a different way of learning, I think she might be feel insensitive if we allow us to say that. And I think it is also very related to motivation, how the students are motivated to learn new languages. For example, my father, he wanted to become a lawyer when he was 50. And in order to learn it, in the pensum of his career, he had to learn English in order to graduate. So this became a motivation for him to become a lawyer, and he pushed hard over so he could graduate. And it was very important for him. Like, it was a goal that he was decided completely to accomplish in order to fulfill his dreams.
Yes, it's very important, and it's very related with the differences between them, because you need to recognize which student is learning that language by the need or the desire of passion. So it's very important to recognize that and to then help them and support them to create motivation and to support them, yes, in general.
Now I want to give an example of the levels in the learner autonomy, because as you remember, when we were on fourth semester, we were on upper intermediate English, and we were supposed to have a B2 English level. And we were like frustrated and confused because we don't know how to get to that point, because we have to learn everything autonomy. The teacher just explain a little bit the topic and you have to understand everything by your own. So we have to discover what were our way of study, our way of learn, our way of try to get all the topics, because of course we have the BPT also, and we have to pass everything on that subject or in that topics. Yeah, so I don't know, what do you think about it?
I think that fourth semester was so frustrating for me, because to change this of to have the teacher over me all the time, that you did that activity, you did that, you did a study for the exam, and then in the fourth semester, we should be autonomous, and we don't.
Yes, I think we were thinking that we'll start university on first semester, because university is based on that, on learning autonomy things and read. So that was the point when we realized we were university students.
Definitely, that shows a lot of the students' choices that we take during this career. And to finalize this podcast, I thank you all for listening and participating, and I hope you have a great evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.